prevention of childhood diseases, no? Nurses and public health professionals, no, they often work in community health settings, no, para ma-deliver ang health education program natin. Then, they will distribute this information, okay, this information on how to prevent the diseases. And they also conduct a outreach program para ma-promote ang healthy behaviors among children and families po natin. Okay? So, what about ang role nating mga medtech? No, the laboratory application. So, common laboratory test for pregnant women. We have the complete blood count, no? So, sa complete blood count, dito na marami na akong insight dito kasi medtech tayo. Now, pag sa CBC guys, no, it measures the hemoglobin hematocrit. Chine-check natin kung may anemic ba yung pregnant women na yon, kung may infection ba kapag mataas ang WBC, or may problema ba sa pagclot, or yung check natin yung platelets niya. So anong sample dito sa CBC? We need to use venous blood, no? When first prenatal visit, no, usually repeat as clinically indicated. No, kailan natin siya ginagawa? Kada bisita ng ating ano, tawag rito, ng buntis natin. Okay? So dito chine-check natin kung ang buntis ay may iron deficiency anemia. Siyempre blood typing with RH dapat no parehas. Okay? Ang dapat bago manganak, dapat alam natin ang blood type ng nanay, naka-standby dapat. Okay, kunyari blood type A ang nanay, dapat naka-request na kaagad ng 2 packs red blood cell, okay, para just in case na kailanganin ni mother ng blood transfusion, naka-ready na yung kanyang blood type tsaka yung kanyang reserved blood, okay, just in case na may mangyari man or blood loss during sa panganganak. Okay, VDRL, RPR, ito yung mga for STDs natin, pati hepatitis B tsaka HIV. Yan yung mga yung mga STDs test natin sa mga buntis. Okay, bakit natin chine-check? Syempre, no, risky sa atin yan. Risky sa mga health worker. Okay, risky din dun sa baby. Okay, OGTT for glucose test, no, dito natin chine-check kung merong gestational diabetes yung ating pregnant women. Okay, dito natin chine-check again gestational diabetes. And of course, urinalysis. Usually guys, in urinalysis, ang mga buntis, no? Ang mga buntis ay ano, prone sa UTI. Okay? Prone sa UTI. So, check natin dyan, usually UTI. Okay? So, ayan. So, hindi, alam nyo, nung during, di ba, sa ano ako, nag-start, tawag sa, dyan, sa City Hall. So, ibig ng Makati. So, ako na-assign sa Palanan Health Center. Doon ako dati sa Palanan Health Center. Diyan sa may cash and carry. Kompleto yan, primary care. Kaya sabi ko maganda ang serbisyong Makati Zen. Okay? From the very beginning na pagpasok mo up to hindi ka pa gumaling, andyan ang healthcare services ng hindi na example ko kasi ng magandang health care services is sa Makati. Maganda ang ano natin diyan. Matakin niya yung yellow card, ang laking tulong yan no? Saan ka makakakita ng healthcare facilities na may laboratory, may pharmacy at may doktor na 24/7. O, di ba? Dapat ganon ang ideal healthcare service. Okay? So next, no? Newborn screening. Now, sa newborn screening guys, dito papasok tayong mga medtech. Now, usually it is done when your baby is 24 to 48 hours old. Okay? Newborn screening, no? Usually gagamit kayo ng newborn hearing screening, pulse oximeter, oximetry screening, okay? So ayan, so usually pag newborn screening, anong sample nating mga medtech? Blood, no, from the babies, okay? Doon sa plantar heel, dito kayo kukuha ng dugo. Now, ang experience ko diyan, no, kapag ka mag-newborn screening kami, pinapalabas namin ang nanay at tatay. Bawal. Bawal silang pumasok kasi nga usually naaawa sila kapag kaganyan. Okay? So pupunuin niyo yung maliit na vial, hindi yung tube yung mga microvial natin, yun po yung sample natin for newborn screening natin. Lalagay niyo sa EDTA or sa may sa red tube na microvial natin. Okay? So dito usually kapag kumuha kayo ng sample, dapat diinan niyo na isang diinan, no? Isang prick, no? i-prick nyo siya ng maayos para isang iyak yung bata. Kesa naman mag-double prick kayo, mas kawawa yung bata. Mas magandang isang sure na madugong prick ang kukunin ninyo. Anyway, maaaral nyo naman yan during your internship. Okay? So, as you can see here, these are the vaccines, no, in childhood immunization. Okay? So, at birth, ang binibigay sa mga babies ay BCG tsaka hepatitis B. Okay? BCG, Calmet tsaka guanina, ano ba ang B? Basta BCG, usually binibigay yan, okay? Within 24 hours, no? Kapag infant, no? Ayan. So, tignan nyo na lang ha. Pagka infant, pentavalent, no? Yung DTP, yung Hep B, yung polio, tsaka yung pneumococcal conjugate, tsaka yung rotavirus vaccine. Kapag toddler, 9 to 18 months, MMR, we have the Japanese encephalitis, booster doses ng ating diphtheria, tetany, tsaka pertussis, polio, tsaka yung PCV natin. Kapag preschool, 4 to 6 years old, boosters for DTP, polio, MMR, tsaka varicella. Kapag adolescents, 9 to 18, HPV. Okay, for girls and boys, we have also that diphtheria boosters, no? Or for annual or special, we have the influenza, yearly from 6 months, hepatitis A, rabies, typhoid, meningococcal, cholera. So usually they are given in special group of situation. Alam nga naman magpabaksin ka ng rabies kung di ka naman nakagat. Okay, so ito ha. So ito yung pinaka-updated na key highlights ng mga childhood immunization natin in 2025. Okay? So next now, we have the newborn screening. Now, ang newborn screening natin, ano ba chine-check dyan? Sir, ang mga kapatid, ang chine-check dyan sa newborn, tanong to sa board exam, all of the following are newborn screening. Ganon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Nadagdag yung pang-anim tong maple syrup na to. Dati wala yan. Okay, anim ang newborn ha. Congenital hypothyroidism, congenital adrenal hyperplasia, phenylketonuria, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency, and galactosemia. And lastly, we have the maple syrup urine disease. Now, kapag ka sinabi natin congenital hypothyroidism, ibig sabihin you will test the thyroid stimulating hormone and T4 screening for the early detection, no, that will prevent the intellectual disability ng bata. Okay? Kapag ka PKU or phenylketonuria, ibig sabihin mataas yung phenylalanine na pinoproduce ng katawan ng bata. So it will, dapat merong diyaang dietary treatment. Yung mga, bawal sa kanya yung mga high in phenylalanine. Dapat may dietary treatment para ma-prevent ang neurodevelopmental damage ng bata. Okay? Next, you have the congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Usually yung precursor ng hormone na 17-OH progesterone levels, no? So it can prevent the salt wasting crisis. Okay, salt wasting crisis. G6PD, ito yung enzyme assay natin, no? That will prevent severe neonatal jaundice or hemolysis that will trigger the avoidance. Okay? Next, we have the galactosemia. It will detect the inability, no, to metabolize galactose, no. Early diet, no, will prevent the liver damage. Okay? Next, we have lastly the maple syrup urine disease. So branch chain amino acid disorder 'yan, either yung mga leucine, isoleucine, tsaka yung valine natin. So dietary management prevent neurological injury. So kapag ka nag-positive yung mga newborn natin dito, usually may mga pagkain silang bawal kainin para lang to prevent, okay, that disease, no, tong anim na disease na chine-check natin na ito. Okay, so epekto ng hindi na newborn screening, andyan, 'di ba? Epekto pag nagpa-newborn screening at nagpagamot agad, andyan lahat. Okay, so ayan ha, chine-check natin yan, newborn screening. Mandated po ito ng law? Yes, it is. No, dapat lahat ng bata sa buong Pilipinas ay na newborn screening. Okay? So next we have the expanded newborn screening or the ANBS. No. So it will dito lang it will adds many inborn errors of metabolism and hemoglobinopathies. Like for example, yung mga sickle cell anemia tsaka ating mga thalassemia, okay? So it will depend on a country program capacity. Depende sa atin. Ay, dito ba sa I think meron naman kaso sa PGH ginagawa itong 28 na expanded nurse orders na to. So ang ating ENBS or expanded newborn screening natin may vary by country, no? So confirmatory testing and early management pathways are essential to gain benefit. Okay. Now, pumunta na tayo sa family planning. Ito medyo mabubuhay na kayo. So ang family planning natin from maternal health, we now move to family planning. So this is a part of preventing high risk pregnancies and reducing maternal and child deaths. Okay? So choosing the right method depends on a person's health, lifestyle, and future goals. Now, which is why counseling and access to different options are essentials. Okay? So beyond health, family planning also supports human rights and empowerment. When people have access to safe and effective contraceptive methods, they gain freedom to make decisions about their lives, education, and work. So, bringing benefits not just for families but for society as a whole. Now, ang family planning guys, no, it preserves the life and liberty. Ibig sabihin, no, it empowers individual to make choices about their reproductive lives, promoting personal freedom. Ano yung sinasabi ng foster freedom diyan, no? So foster freedom of choice and expression. Now, it will allow the people to express their family planning preferences without coercion, okay? Supports work and education by controlling the family size. It will enable the education and career opportunities, particularly for women. Siyempre, aalangan naman, Diyos ko, pag wala kayong family planning, 10 ang anak sunod-sunod. Imbis na family planning, anong ginawa? Family planting. Okay, nagplant. And of course, lastly, it will yield the health and societal benefits. Ibig sabihin, it will promote a better health, reduces maternal mortality, and supports overall well-being natin. Okay? So what are now the modern methods of contraception? First, we have the combined oral contraceptives, commonly called the pills. Okay? So, commonly called the pills contains two hormones, estrogen and progesterone. It will prevent the release of eggs from the ovaries natin. Ibig sabihin, these COCs na to, they will stop the ovulation. Okay? Ibig sabihin, when the ovulation is stopped, meaning walang egg ang marirelease dun sa ating ovary. Okay? So, usually, kapag nag-take ka dito, neto 99% effective. Okay, take note guys, kapag uminom ang girl neto, ano ang kanyang magiging implication? Ano, medyo lulusog siya, tataba siya, okay? Medyo tataba ang mga mother natin, okay? So, next, no? Next, we have progesterone pills, okay, or mini pills, okay, commonly called as mini pills. The mini pill is a type of oral contraceptive that contains only progestin, okay. Ang progestin natin, guys, it is a synthetic form ng ating progesterone, okay. So, yung kanina, yung pills natin, no, COC, progesterone plus estrogen. Ito lang ay at tawag rito, progesterone lang ang meron. Okay? So, 95% effective po ang ating progesterone pill natin. Okay? So, ayan. Okay? So next, no, we have the implants and injectables. No, usually ito din, pag umiinom ng mga pills sa mga injectables, usually ang mga girls nagkakaroon na hormonal imbalance. Siyempre, pinipigilan mong i-release yung hormones eh. Okay, so nagkakaroon ka ng hormonal imbalance. Usually, ang nangyayari medyo tumataba yung mga girls, no? Yun. Next, no, we have the implants and injectables. So these are small flexible rods, no, placed under the skin of the upper arm, releasing low, steady dose of progestin for a long-term contraception. Okay? So ang mechanism naman ng action na to, it will suppress the ovulation, it will thickens the cervical mucus, saka it will thinns the endometrium natin. Ang advantage nito, long-acting but reversible. Okay? Pwedeng kapag tinanggal mo or pinigilan mo to or naglagay ka ng implant, mabubuntis ka kaagad after removal. Okay? Disadvantage, no? Irregular menstrual bleeding, most common yan na disadvantage. Okay? May mood swing yung mga girls natin. Next, we have the patch and combined contraceptive ring. Okay? So, it is a transdermal system that releases estrogen and progestin through the skin into the bloodstream natin. So 91% no, kapag typically used, they are effective, no? Kung ginamit mo siya ng tama, okay? So ang advantage niya, easy to use kasi ididikit lang. Disadvantage, nagkakaroon ng skin irritation, okay? So ayan. So, ano tong vaginal ring na to? Usually, patch and combined contraceptive ring. Vaginal ring, it is a flexible, transparent ring inserted doon sa vagina ng babae that will release the estrogen and progestin locally, but it will absorb systematically. Okay? So, it should be worn continuously for 3 weeks. Then, you will remove it for 1 ring-free week. Okay? So, 91% effective. Okay? So, anong summary? Both patch and ring are combined hormonal contraceptives, but they are differ in route or route of delivery. Transdermal kapag ka-patch, vaginal kapag contraceptive ring natin. Okay? So, next we have the IUD T-shape. Maliit lang yan. Small T-shaped device placed inside the uterus by a trained healthcare provider. Two main types of the copper IUD tsaka yung hormonal IUD natin. Kapag copper IUD, copper ions are toxic to sperm. So mamamatay yung sperm pa lang kapag copper IUD. Kapag hormonal IUD, no, i-release niya yung levonorgestrel natin o yung tinatawag nating progestin, isusuppress niya yung paglabas nun ng ovulation. Okay? Copper, tsaka pagka-copper, ang sperm ang pinapatay. Kapag hormonal IUD, sinosuppress niya yung ovulation. 99% effective, no? Long acting, disadvantage nito, long acting. Yung copper IUD natin, it can last up to 10 years. Yung hormonal IUD natin, 3 to 7 years depending on the brand. Okay? So ayan, aray ko. So, yeah. So IUDs are safe, high effective, long acting and reversible. So they provide options for women who want either hormonal or non-hormonal contraception, making them a cornerstone to modern family planning. Okay? Next, we have condoms. Okay? So, male and female condoms, no? Syempre nakakita na kayo niyan, imposibleng hindi. So, ano ba? So, typically use 82% effective. Perfect, pagka-perfect ang pagkagamit nyo dyan, 90 or 98% effective. Okay? So, so much on the condoms. Alam nyo na. Ano pang advantage ng condoms? No, protect against sexually transmitted infection. Okay? Now, meron din po tayo, ito pag sa lalaki, ito sa babae, may female condom din tayo. No, it is a soft, loose-fitting pouch, no? So, inserted into the vagina, okay, before intercourse, okay? So, it will lights the vaginal canine and blocks the sperm from entering the cervix, no? Flexible rings at both ends to keep in place, no? So, typical use, 79% effective. Kapag perfectly used, 95% effective. Same lang din. So, protection nyo sa mga sexually transmitted disease. Okay? So, ang condoms ng male tsaka female, there are only contraceptive methods that protect against sexually transmitted disease. Okay? While they are less effective than hormonal or long-acting reversible contraceptives natin. So, they are an essential component of sexual health and are often recommended in combination with other methods, no? Dual protection ang condoms, okay? Next, vasectomy para sa mga lalaki, puputulin lang yung rito vas deferens nyo dyan, okay? So it is a permanent male sterilization procedure where the vas deferens are cut, sealed, or blocked, okay? So it will prevent the sperm from mixing with semen during ejaculation. So semen is still produced. Nakakapag-produce ka pa rin naman dito kapag mga boys, pero wala na siyang sperm. Okay? So fertilization cannot occur. So it does not affect the testosterone production, yung libido, yung erection, wala yan. Ejaculation volume significantly, no? Walang epekto yan. Okay? So effectiveness, 99% effective as permanent method. Okay? Next, we have the tubal ligation sa mga babae, no? So permanent surgical procedure for female sterilization in which the fallopian tubes are cut, tied, sealed, or blocked, no? It will now prevent the egg from meeting the sperm, thus preventing fertilization. Okay? So, ayan. So, permanent yan, long-acting. Okay? Kapag naputol na yan, wala na yan. Okay? So, tubal ligation is a safe and highly effective permanent contraceptive option for women who are certain they do not want more pregnancy. No? Kapag ayaw na talaga, pwede naman yan. Okay? Compared to vasectomy, it is more invasive. Okay? But it remains an important option for long-term family planning natin. Okay? Next, we have the lactational amenorrhea method or the LAM. Okay? So, it's like a natural pause button for your periods after giving birth. Okay? So, temporary contraception for new mothers most whose monthly bleeding has not returned. So, requires exclusively or full breastfeeding day and night for an infant less than 6 months old. No? It will prevent the release of eggs from the ovaries. Okay? So, ganyan. So, ang LAM, they are natural temporary method of contraception based on the natural infertility that occurs during the exclusive breastfeeding. Okay? So, dito, ang mechanism niya, kasi pag sa LAM natin, it is a frequent and exclusive breastfeeding, no, that suppresses the hypothalamic pituitary ovarian axis natin, especially inhibiting the release of gonadotropin releasing hormone. Wag niyo naman ang isip yung pinagsasabi ko kasi nga aaralin niyo yan sa CC ninyo third year, second sem. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, ang advantage lang nito guys, it is highly effective within the first 6 months if the criteria are strictly followed, no? Walang low ang cost, no cost, walang bayad, no hormones immediately available after postpartum. Okay? So, ang disadvantage, wala kang protection against STIs. Okay? Next, you have the emergency contraceptive pills, now commonly referred to as Plan B. Okay? So, so they are like a last-minute solution to prevent pregnancy when you've had unprotected sex or your regular birth control fail. Dat pala, hindi ko kayo itinuturo neto kasi baka mamaya, oh, biglang inano sa loob. Merong, sabi ni Sir, ang inaral namin, last minute, no? Bibili kayo ng Plan B o yung branding, ang branding na maganda yung Ella. Okay? Sometimes known as the brand name Ella. Okay? So you take the pills shortly after unprotected sex, no, to stop the pregnancy from happening. Okay? So these pills now contain hormones that can temporarily delay the release of an egg from your ovary. No? It's if there's no egg to meet the sperm, the pregnancy can't occur. Okay? Yan. So, ano pa ba sasabi? Na usually 89%, no? So the reduced risk of pregnancy by up to 89% if taken within 72 hours of unprotected sex. Okay? So dapat within 72 hours nakainom na dapat yung si girl. Okay? So again, it is an emergency contraception pills that are safe, effective, last chance method to prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex, no? They work mainly by delaying the what? Ovulation and must be taken as soon as possible for best result. Okay, next we have the standard days method. Hindi na to, usually marami-rami nagbubuntis dito. So it's like a natural way to help you avoid pregnancy. Kapag ang babae, ang mens nyo ay regular. Kapag di irregular ang pag-mens mo, hindi pwede. Meaning it usually comes around the same time each month. Now, dapat alam din ng mga boys ito. Okay? So ito yung gagamitin nyo daw. Okay? Yan. So ano ang fertile window, okay? So, tracking your cycle, paano ba? First, you keep a track of your menstrual cycle. Kapag regular ka ha, for a few months to see if they're generally between 26 to 32 days long. Dapat, 26 to 32 days long. Then you identify specific range of days in your cycle called the fertile window. This is when you're more likely to get pregnant if you have unprotected sex dito sa part na to, okay? So brown beads, pregnancy is very unlike. Pag dark brown tells you if your cycle is shorter than 26 days. Pag red, first day of your period, okay? So ayan, ganyan siya, okay? So, tapusin nyo muna yung pag-aaral nyo, okay? So, next, now we have the basal body temperature. As a contraception, it's like having a natural thermometer of your body. So, women track their body temperature at a set time every morning before getting out of bed, no? Usually observe for an increase of 0.2 to 0.5 degrees Celsius. Next, we have the two-day method, okay? When we say two-day method, it's like a straightforward way to check if it's safe to have unprotected sex or if you should use another form of contraceptions. Okay? So 14, we have the symptothermal method, a combination of temperature and cervical mucus. Okay? So here, women now will track their fertile periods by observing the changes in a cervical mucus, no? So body's temperature and consistency of the cervix natin. So what are the signs of fertility? Kapag yung cervical mucus mo, it has a clear texture, yung body temperature nyo medyo nag-increase, consistency of the cervix, no? Medyo soft siya. So in summary guys, ang BBT or the basal body temperature, temperature base yan that will identifies the post-ovulation infertile period ninyo. In two-day method naman, it a simple mucus base usually focuses on the presence or absence ng mga secretions. Kapag ka symptothermal naman, it combines the sign of greater reliability but it requires the most effort and training. Okay? So last slide, what about the traditional method of contraception? We have the calendar method. Now you will monitor the pattern of the menstrual cycle over 6 months. Then you will subtract 18 from the shortest cycle length and subtract 11 from the longest cycle length. So the couple prevents pregnancy by avoiding unprotected vaginal sex during the first and last estimated fertile days by abstaining or using a condom. Okay? So next, you have the coitus interruptus or what we call the withdrawal. Okay? So, in man, no, kapag malapit na malapit na nang i-release yung sperm, he will withdraw his penis from his partner's vagina and it will ejaculate the outside the vagina. So, keeping the semen away from her external genitalia. So, it will aim to keep the sperm out of the women's body to prevent fertilization natin. O pagka-coitus interruptus, ito yung tinatawag din nating pull out. Ang disadvantage natin dito, high failure rate in typical use due to difficulty in timing. Okay? So pre-ejaculate may contain sperm, no? It requires strong self-control and partner cooperation, no? So dito sa ating coitus interruptus or pull out na wala kayong protection for STI. Okay? So uulitin ko lang ano-ano ang mga family planning, no? We have the modern method, COC. We have the mini pills. We have the implants and injectables, patch and combined contraceptive ring. We have the IUD. We have the male and female condom, vasectomy, tubal ligation, LAM. We have also the Plan B, the standard days method, the BBT, the 2-day, and the sympothermal method. Yan yung mga modern. Pagka traditional, dalawa, we have the calendar method or redeem. And lastly, we have the coitus interruptus and withdrawal. Any question before we end our discussion? To see, are still with me? Okay, okay, walang tanong. Thank you. Okay, so next mga darling, mag-groupings muna tayo ha. Wait lang, for a while, i-group ko kayo. May tanong? Yes, Vince.
Sir, kanina po about sa vasectomy and yung blocking po ng fallopian tube. Ano po yung mas matagal pong mabuhay? Yung hindi po nakapag-proceed po doon sa either procedures or yung nakapag-proceed po doon?
Saan tayo? Vasectomy versus?
Kung sino po yung mas matagal po nabuhay either sa if hindi po nakapag-proceed sa vasectomy or fallopian tube blockage po or dun po sa nag-proceed.
Yung alin ulit? Sa vasectomy, kung sino yung hindi nakapag?
I mean, which of the nakapag-proceed sa vasectomy and hindi po nag-proceed yung mas matagal pong mabuhay?
Mabuhay. Both lang yan mga both lang yan. Kasi sa vasectomy, usually ang vasectomy less than 10 minutes tapos na. Kasi nga, hindi naman siya totally bubuksan eh. Ikakat niya lang. Yung parang pupunitin niya lang yung banda dun sa may scrotum. Uh, Mabubuhay, matagal, normal. The usual pa din. Kahit nakat yung ano mo, eh mabubuhay pa din. Matagal, same lang, depende na lang yan kung may mga other risk factors ka nung patient natin, ha? Okay na? Okay. So, wait lang yung groupings ni na paki-check po ang inyong canvas kung na ano na ang tawag dito, na publish na yung sa lecture ninyo. Lecture. Pa-thumbs up ako ha kapag ka okay na yung sa lecture ninyo.